Hey, so you've been thinking about moving to Marquette, Michigan, and you see people moving here, people talking about Marquette, Michigan. Maybe you've never heard of the place and you're wondering, well, why the heck is everybody moving to Marquette, Michigan? What is it that I don't know about? Look, we're going to go over the number one reason people are moving to Marquette, Michigan. And once again, hey, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. Welcome back to the channel. This is Travis Juntti with the Living in Marquette, Michigan team. You can reach us. All of our information is down below in the description. Days, nights, and weekends, we got your back when it comes to moving to Marquette, Michigan. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to make sure you get notified anytime we put out new content. But look, let's get after the number one reason why people are moving to Marquette, Michigan. Look, Marquette, Michigan is finally getting themselves on the map. And look, a lot of us are like, hey, kind of stay away. This place is it's not what you think it is. But look, there's no denying the beauty of it. It's the beautiful Midwest. We have the four seasons. We have all the different things you can do. But look, the number one thing is... I guess this is kind of simple, but hey, the number one thing is the things to do. That is fairly vague. You know, like I said, we have the university, so we have all the sports that you have involved with that. But we do, like I said, we have the four seasons. So there's different ways that you can enjoy those four seasons of all the things that you can do. We are on Lake Superior. So you have countless areas that you can go swimming. I remember growing up as a kid, it's maybe you don't live on a lake, maybe you don't live right next to the lake, and it's like it's a warm summer day and you're like, well, I really want to go cool off. A lot of people don't have pools because the summer season isn't that long here, so you head down to the lake, you go for a dip on the lake. It's a beautiful thing. It's the most refreshing thing that you'll find. Now, I don't know if you're from here or not, but the lake is cold. It's Lake Superior, biggest Great Lake and one of the biggest lakes, per volume or whatever it is, in the world. So, I mean, it's really an amazing thing. We talk about swimming. So, I mean, if you want to go hang out at the beach, you can literally go a lot of those places right along Lakeshore Drive, and a lot of the places right along there. You can go, you can spread out, go lay on the beach. Maybe if you want to go a little further north, you want to go out, Little Presque Isle, or you want to go out to Wetmore Landing, or some other beaches that are hidden that I'm not going to tell you about. You have, right in town, you got McCarty's Cove. You have South Beach, which is over towards the old plant there. So there's all kinds of different opportunities for you to, get yourself wet, get yourself cooled off. Now, don't forget, even, probably the most popular place to go swimming in Marquette, Michigan is Black Rocks. You got Black Rocks, right? I mean, that's one place that you can go, jumping in the lake. What is it, 10 feet, 10, 15 feet, depending on the lake level. It's a perfect place. People love it. Just be careful if you go there during, this, college season. If you go there in September, or late August even, right? It's gonna be packed with people. So just be aware of that. But even, in the middle of summer, in July, I mean, people know about Marquette. It's not one of those things where it's overcrowded with tons of people. Yeah, we have tourists there, but it's not like, some of those other areas that you have a lot of those tourists, just because it's really kind of out of the way. It's more remote. But yeah, like I said, there's plenty of places you can go lay on the beach. I mean, it's not like you're going to be overcrowded. You're not going to be, tripping over somebody to get to the beach. I don't really think it's ever going to be like that, just because of the remote factor of where we're at. I think that really covers, more or less the beaches, but that doesn't cover all of the activities you can do on a lake. There's plenty of kayak rentals if you're looking to get on kayak rentals, or maybe you own your own kayaks. I would say if you're living in Marquette, Michigan, invest yourself in a kayak or two. I promise you won't regret it. There's lots of those. If you head out from Presque Isle, you got all those beautiful little islands out there. You can head out there and hit up the islands. Just be careful, because you're on Lake Superior and you never know what the lake's going to do on a day-to-day basis. So just be careful. That's my little warning for you. Yeah, you can head out to a lot of those islands. You can kayak around Little Presque Isle. You can kayak around Presque Isle. You can kayak just in the lake for fun. Maybe you got jet skis. Maybe you got a boat. You're going out fishing or whatever it might be. there's so many things you could do on the big lake, for water activities. And it's, like I said, it's beautiful. Even if you're not even going in a lake and you're just enjoying the atmosphere of being in a lake town, in a lake area. If you're going along, along that Lakeshore Drive, they have paved pathway all along there. I think it goes, probably from Presque Isle all the way down into, down by Lower Harbor, down into Marquette there. So, I mean, you could really spend a lot of time on that bike path. I mean, it's or bike, run, whatever it is, path. So you can spend a lot of time out there. People are out running, people are out biking, people are, cross-country skiing on there. In the summertime, right? They got their little ski things there. So there's lots of little things that you can do, not only in the lake, but also right along the lake, because, you enjoy that, the lake scenery, right? So we're not stopping there. Now, maybe you're into rivers, maybe you're into waterfalls. We have lots of those opportunities as well. I mean, I'm not going to do the the top 3 waterfalls or anything like that, but, you have the Yellow Dog River Falls, I guess. You got Dead River Falls, you got Morgan Falls. You can explore and find out all kinds of fun little places. The Little Garlic Falls is another one. But there's so many different places you can go if you're looking to explore, maybe take some pictures, get your fancy waterfall still shots, things of that nature. But there's a lot of things you can do, walking along the river or checking out the rivers or checking out waterfalls. You can go out exploring, every weekend of the summer and find something different, then do it right back over again the next year. So you got the rivers. The rivers are also obviously wonderful for fishing. You got all the different rivers in the area, all the different seasons of fishing that you can find, in these rivers. You can go out and, wade the rivers. I've gone out with my kids, before in the past, and, and whatever, friends, relatives, whatever it is, you just enjoy your time out in nature, out on the rivers. So maybe swimming isn't for you. Maybe hiking, maybe waterfalls aren't for you. But hey, maybe you're into hiking. We have lots of good hiking opportunities. Like you said, you can hike to those rivers. They're not like you can just walk to them and park your car and walk to them. So you got to hike to get to those rivers. Maybe you want to hike our mountains. We have some mountains, right? We have, Hogback and Sugarloaf and Mount Marquette, or Marquette Mountain, however you want to put it. There's lots of good hiking opportunities. Even if you just want to just hike flatland, you can Lake Superior Trail that runs along the beach and through the pine forest. I mean, that's a absolutely beautiful trail to go on as well. Maybe if you just want to go out to Harlow Lake or somewhere along those areas. There's so many different places you can go, so many different hikes that you can do. You could even hike on some of the ski trails, some of the mountain bike trails. Just word of warning. I mean, people are out there, biking and doing all kinds of other stuff on those trails, so just be careful. So if hiking is your thing, I mean, there's plenty of that. Just if you want to hike on the trails, if you want to hike in town, the world is Marquette is your oyster, right? Now we touched on the fishing. Maybe you want to get into hunting, or maybe you are a hunter. There's plenty of places to go out and do that as well. Like I said, we have. There's lots of public land. There's lots of private land if you know someone, or if you talk to someone that you have you have their permission to hunt on their property. There's a lot of different property out there. You can do deer hunting. You can go bird hunting. So there's all kinds of different things you can do that way. Just getting out in the woods, and maybe you have a family, maybe you have kids. Like I said, we have a bunch of kids, and we enjoy going out in the backyard and. With your BB guns or pellet gun or whatever it is, shooting chippies or whatever it might be, I'm sorry if I offended someone, but, not sorry, but, it's just, if you go out and enjoy that kind of stuff, and that's just what it is. Now, I mean, and probably what we're most known for things to do is probably the mountain biking. The mountain biking is world class here. I mean, at one point, Marquette was one of the highest rated places. Now there's all kinds of these very similar trails, popping up all across the country. I remember at one point, it was Marquette. You had, Copper Harbor up further north. We talked about, Whistler, British Columbia, that area out there obviously is world class. But Marquette, it's awesome, right? It doesn't have your serious elevation. We do have the ski lift going, which is very, very quick. It's quick up and then quick down the hill. But you can go up and down, right? I mean, they have the Benson grade, that's not that long. It's a half mile up the hill. And there's all kinds of different routes you can take going down the hill. You got flow trails, you got jump trails. You have your just more moderate trails. Maybe you just want to go on a cross-country bike. You have plenty of those options as well. I know we grew up over towards the crossroads, whereas 553, 480, they had some just trails around there we used to enjoy. We enjoyed those trails for biking. My mom would always go out cross-country skiing. Maybe one of those days I'll get into cross-country skiing again myself, or not again, but into skiing myself. Now, being things to do, I mean, I could really go on and on about things to do. I mean, you could really just expand that out as far as you want. But the other beauty of things to do, right, is not only just the outdoor recreation style. You do also have kind of the the small town vibe, the small town feel. Like I said, we are a small university, so I mean, like I said, a lot of people compare us to like a Boulder, Colorado. Whatever. If you're into bars, I'm not into bars, but if you're into bars and that kind of nightlife, we do have lots of that. We do have your coffee shops. 3rd Street Bagel is a popular breakfast spot. Black Rock's Brewery. Different restaurants. I mean, the Casa Calabria, the Villa, I'm sure I'm forgetting some, but the Veerling. I mean, just places that are just staples that have been around here forever. One of my favorites every time we come into town is Main Street Pizza. Hey, I went there all the time in college. I swear I used to live on that place. The Main Street Pizza. They had the 2-for-1s, and they still have the 2-for-1s. So hit that place up, Main Street Pizza. Except for my in-laws, they called it gas station pizza. So I mean, whatever. So maybe it's not for everyone. But I mean, there's all kinds of different pizza options. Maybe if you just want some different special pizza, what is it? The Fresh Coast Pizza. Maybe you're into Thai food. They got the Thai House, or maybe you're into different Italian foods, like I talked about. They have the Villa, the Casa, things of that nature. Bango's is another place that's very popular. And come the winter season, a lot of people in Marquette, they enjoy, going to the Northern Michigan University, the Wildcats, the hockey games, things of that nature. Like I said, there's endless things to do. But at the same time, if you're coming from a large area, you're thinking, well, there's nothing to do here. So I mean, it just really depends on the person. But if you're that active, if you want that active lifestyle, you want some things to do, you like small town restaurants, you like small town, that small town vibe, that small town feel, you will absolutely love it here. So hey, I'd love to hear your story. Are you considering moving here? Give us a call. Shoot us an email, whatever that is. Drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. If you're thinking of moving to Marquette, are you moving back to Marquette? Did you leave Marquette and maybe you're thinking about coming back? Like I said, we are the #1 relocation team in Marquette, Michigan. This isn't like any other city. It's a little bit more challenging to navigate this market. So you need a team that's been there before. You need a team that's done it before. That's in the trenches with in real estate. So. Like I said, this is the #1 reason. I am a little bit biased, but I think this is kind of overall the #1 reason people are moving to Marquette, Michigan. Hey, drop a comment below if there's a different reason that really brought you here. Maybe it was family, maybe it was friends. Those are always things that bring people here. But a lot of people are moving here, with remote work. They're coming here. There's all kinds of different remote spaces that bring them here. That allows them to work. They have the high-speed internet. Northern has a good program going out for getting people high-speed internet. So it's one of those things. We are remote, but it's not that remote, and you have the possibility to do a lot of fun things here. So I'd love to have that conversation with you if you're thinking of moving to Marquette. Until the next video, like I said, I love doing this stuff for you. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned for more content. So I appreciate it once again. We'll catch you on the next video. See ya.